Alright, hi guys, and today we'll be talking about temporary zeros. And temporary zeros are just placeholders just to let you know that there's a zero in there, that you're a little late and that you need to get caught up. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so here's what your typical grade book would kind of look like. So let's say you have your assignment here. Let's say the assignment was on adding. Alright, and you got 4 out of 5, so it would appear like this. Now, your other assignments that you haven't done yet, and let's say that you stopped here. Okay, so you'd stopped and you hadn't worked for a little while, and you let this work go into overdue. So this work went overdue pretty fast. Okay, so what you need to understand is that we do have kind of timelines. Each teacher is a little bit different, but we do put in temporary zeros and we do give you notifications about it, either at the beginning of the semester or each time we do it. Okay, so please understand, the notifications don't matter. What matters is that if you do not keep up, what's going to happen is that right now, if you're stopped, this 4 out of 5 counts towards your grade. Okay, now these ones do not count towards it. So these ones do not count towards your grade. Okay, now if you're late on some assignments, you don't get zeros and then you have no possibility of ever making up anything. What you do get is you do get a thing. Okay, so what happens is these, when we put in temporary zeros, those zeros are removed and we put in these zeros right here. So it's a zero with an asterisk. Okay, all right, and these will appear in its place. Okay, now what's going to happen is that's going to make it appear as though your grade truly is 0 out of 5. So you're going to go, oh my gosh, I failed, because now you have, you know, instead of 4 out of 5, you're now being graded 4 out of 20, which your grade goes from an 80%, which it was up here, to a 20%, which it is down here. And you're like, oh no, what can I do? Well, the thing is to start working on it. Because what happens is, when you start working on temporary zero, and you work on it, even if you earn like 2 points, let's say that subtracting was not your best, you now have 2 out of 5, okay? Which is, it's a lot better. A 2 is definitely better than a 0. And let's say you went in and got help, and you were like, oh, I understand this totally. So now you got 5 out of 5 the rest of the way. So what happens is that your grade now is definitely taking over those zeros. So those zeros disappear. These parts, well, these parts definitely do disappear. Those zeros don't come back that weren't there before. Sorry, I underestimated the whole process of it. But instead they're replaced with this. So this 20% disappears, and now I'm graded as a, what is that, 6, let me see, hold on. What is that, 16 out of 20? Which is now back to an 80%, which is on average of what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so instead of getting the 4 out of 20, you now have 16 out of 20 on just working on everything. Okay, now if you keep up and you're always on time with everything, you won't ever have to worry about temporary zeros. But if you do have temporary zeros, they are literally that. They are just temporary. You can still click into them, and whatever grade you get, you earn that afterwards. All right, and that's it for temporary zeros. I'll talk to you later.